All right, welcome back. We're gonna watch the finale of Bad Batch now.
We totally didn't just watch the last episode.
We're fresh off the heels of the last episode.
No, lies.
I'm not even gonna lie about it.
We watched that last week. We watched that last week.
Slander. Untruthfulness.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, we're going right into it. I mean, maybe. I don't
Fingers crossed.
know how they're gonna do that, but
Oh, it's all black.
okay. How about we're getting
That's
okay.
Cool.
I'm about to be quiet. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, they taking this seriously.
This is crazy.
Animation upgrade yet again.
Ow! Did you think wrestling that creature
Give him
was
a stim pack.
good idea?
At the time, yeah. The base is 5 clicks away. Can you make it? Try and stop me.
Oh,
Yeah, he's gone.
he's hurt.
He's gonna die.
Yes, that.
I think they're all gonna die.
Guard the vault until the security lockdown is lifted.
I just don't think they'll kill Echo.
I don't know.
I just don't see I just think it's stupid. The character has only been recently, like, officially revived, like, in terms of, like, the canon.
Aligning yourself with insurgent.
Aligning I was kidnapped.
Not a good look, Rampart.
You're surprisingly calm, considering this secure and secret facility has been compromised.
I knew Clone Force 99 would eventually attempt to recover Omega. Their failure is inevitable.
I've been in jail for a year.
Is he about to get executed?
Hey, he's here still.
I'll say.
We need to move now.
Why can't I find any record of the vault Omega's held in?
The vault is several levels down. Hemlock keeps it under heavy guard.
With like 80 like commandos.
It's still all Omega's fault.
Echo's finally a righty again.
My game is broken.
my Nintendo.
That is not part of my
Well, she did what we thought she would, just not to a person.
Roll him out of the way like a curse.
Stab him in the back.
Yep.
Dr. Scholar's on the way. Hurry.
Where are the others?
We were with the droid.
Return to your alcoves.
The droid's about to kill her.
To remind you.
Poison.
Yes.
The baby laughed.
They are.
Wait.
This is the next show here, right, kids?
Omega and friends.
Omega and useless children.
Clone Force 100.
Yeah, Clone Force is useless.
Clone Force sensitives.
You're looking at Inquisitorius right there.
I guess they all are Force sensitive, actually, yeah. Like, why is this random teenager real?
Who are held in here? Where'd they come from?
The Empire used bounty hunters to retrieve them. Their genetic material was required for certain medical testing.
Sure.
How does Omega fit into all this?
She's vital to Project Necromancer.
We're finally gonna get to see
Don't
it.
like the sound of that.
I do like how, like, just like Five's Echo is now, like, infinitely too close to one of the Emperor's, like, massive schemes.
Well, we all know what happened to Five.
Yeah, so I am a little bit nervous about that, so.
You won't be quiet for much longer. Don't worry. Things are about to get very loud anyways.
I'll start throwing peanuts at the Zillow Beast.
Wait here.
I'm going to free it.
There are like multiple cages here. It's
there's
just one
probably-
tank. Oh no, it's just one tank. Okay. Maybe it's just something that sounds like a baby.
Well, here we go.
I wish we got the Death Star alarm with it. That's got to be the original.
No. The original
The original's
died.
dead. They killed the original.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
They poisoned that bitch to death.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's been a while, guys. It's
yeah.
been a
No,
while.
that to be fair, it was like that's like 13 years. It's like season 2. This is like the original show.
Oh, they got something that could hurt it.
Whatever the weird being the lion can.
Ooh.
Always a big monster. Thanks to Bad Batch.
What's going on in here?
Omega and the
Breakfast.
specimens have escaped.
You guys.
As
be
will
dealt with.
Zillow.
Zillow's losing the containment level. Shut down the reactor and send a division to secure the transport.
That's not gonna do anything. Echo's just standing there with these guys.
Where could the children have gone?
Brother.
The Zillow Beast.
Omega. She released the Zillow.
How do you know that?
Omega.
That's exactly what I do.
Omega's so fucking smart.
She's a little bit of every one of the Bad Batch.
Yeah, it really is what they kind of ended up making her. It's in some horror shit real quick. Oh yeah. Hi.
So, I'm getting Jurassic Park vibes, okay?
It's gonna keep getting bigger, right? They're still not in the compound.
Okay, like you see what I'm
Wait,
saying?
hold on.
Like what? Like they're not here yet.
Where's Batcher?
Where is the
Still
fuck
on
is
Pabu.
Oh, they left Batcher on Pabu.
Yeah.
Did they?
To be fair,
Did they leave him with the
technically
girl?
the Zillow beast would be a part of the Clone Rebellion there because it is a clone.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Stop looking at me like that. I'm fine.
No, you're not. Change your plans. You two, head to the communications array and try to contact
Okay.
Grace. I'll infiltrate the base myself.
Not happening.
Clone Force 99 died with tech. They're not that squad anymore. If we all go in, we're not all making it out.
Omega needs all of us, and so do those clones. We've always known the risks. We do this together.
Never mind. We won't. Never. I know that sound, and we won't be doing anything. We're gonna run in the other direction. We're gonna
We'll wait for Omega to come to us.
on the back of it.
I'm telling you, animal friendship.
Now the Zillow Beast can go fight the bear thing.
He can go eat the bear.
Yeah, like just pick him up and chuck him, look like across the valley or something. He just pops his head out.
Oh my god.
I love the way they like. Scream. Yeah.
Echo's handiwork or Omega's?
They just knew. There's like, is this? He's like, no.
What is Scorch doing?
Zillow breached the bay door.
What should we possibly run into to like
After
stop
wiping
this
out
Zillow
2
Beast?
full divisions of troopers, we need reinforcements. Send the shuttles after the Zillow.
No, he's not gonna call anyone.
Without air support, the rogue clones could exploit our weakened defenses. Of course they will.
I'm just saying, there's got to be all sorts of horrors in here still.
Oh yeah.
Oh, tons. You probably still have samples of Slithervine in there too.
Oh, what is
Here we go.
this?
We're gonna see it.
Well, we saw the elevator, the clone thing came out, the Clone X or whatever it's called, right?
Oh, are these all clone
I think these are
X's?
probably all Clone X's, maybe.
Star Killers.
Imagine. Who is it?
Crosshair.
Whoa.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
That's new.
new.
Is it new? Oh, it is kind of okay.
Who are you?
Okay.
Are they his Bad Batch?
There's 4 of them.
There's 4.
I mean,
The
there's-
one looked like it
there's
had
4 if you
crosshairs.
don't. There's 4 if you don't count Omega and you don't count
Echo.
Echo, which is what the original episode did.
The one's head shaped looked like Crosshair.
In the show.
Here he is.
There's Cody.
Okay, honestly, it might be tech. If there's a different, there's another Bad Batch here. Oh my god, they're
Okay.
cool.
Those are badass.
How many?
Too many.
We can take them.
Brother.
No, we can't. We need to fall back. Let's go. I'll be right behind you.
God, I love his gun accessories.
They die immediately.
Okay, the other 3 definitely have new helmets that we haven't seen
Yeah.
as of yet.
That looks like Wrecker.
That does look like Wrecker, kind of. But the other guy's not anyone. Like those 2 random like sticks that he's running.
Oh my gosh.
Ugh. Well,
What a shot.
Crosshair's gonna be the only one who lives.
I think so. Oh my gosh. Oh!
oh,
He's Shocker from Spider-Man.
yeah. I was about to say like these guys are like
Ninja Turtles.
very
Oh
interesting
my
way
gosh,
of moving
Wrecker
around.
about to die. Oh! No!
You should be more careful with your shooting hand.
Jamie Lannister him. Well, they already got a guy with that arm. Remember that?
Yeah, that's Echo's.
Come on, repetitive, Bad Batch. What are you doing? Like,
Wrecker, Hunter, Crosshair.
I don't think they're dead.
no, they're just.
At the rest of your squad?
Yeah,
Hemlock will keep them well guarded.
I can handle that. But we have to find the children first.
Oh my gosh.
I think Wolf's gonna come into play here.
I don't know.
Again, yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, we're getting further into this, and it doesn't seem like a lot of
Not yet.
Excess clones.
yeah. Like, I don't see like how we have enough time for like a big rescue thing here. That could be like Echo.
Echo.
Having fun?
Echo?
Hey, kid.
Echo.
The kids.
The shuttles in Bay 4 are still operational.
You are helping us stop Jakar?
I am, but we must hurry.
I think this team might get away.
I think they will.
As long as Emery's with them.
I think what I think is gonna happen is I think Emery's gonna get the kids off planet and Echo's gonna go back.
Okay, and Crosshair.
There, detained.
You mean captured?
For now, can you fly that shuttle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Take the kids to these coordinates.
The Rex.
Yeah. Aw.
You know, she got that awesome cross.
No, this is epic. Like, she fucking single-handedly saved these kids. Like, literally herself. Like, they didn't do anything. Like, they did fuck all. She did this without them. I mean, they're here to get her out, but like, which is lucky. But
Reprogramming.
Trying to.
CT-9904 resisted my conditioning in the past, but I've made alterations to my methods. You will make fine operatives. We'll survive, but you won't.
Doctor, there is an incoming transmission from Governor Tarkin.
Tarkin.
no.
Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible.
Okay,
Thank
they're
you,
just
Echo.
killing,
Thank
killing
you.
people now. Finally.
Here's the clone rebellion. It's coming right
Okay.
now.
What's going on?
We're breaking out.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I know you've all been through enough.
Leader.
You deserve your freedom. Omega and I can't do this alone.
Over
Is
like
anyone
99.
willing to stand with us? I will. Got one more fight left in me.
Me too. I'll stand with you.
Yes.
Yeah, because to me, this just feels like the catalyst for a larger uprising.
Could be.
I mean, there's still thousands.
Because every clone isn't just in this prison here.
There
A lot of clones are still in service, and if they were to hear about this, maybe would not want to be in service.
Yeah.
That's Durga. Someone's snitching.
Seriously.
The Emperor is most concerned.
I have the situation under control.
This is the first time I've ever seen him shaken.
We shall soon see. You can expect my arrival shortly.
Yes.
Yes.
Take some guns.
The pneumatic tube system runs throughout this base. Think you can use it to get eyes inside that room?
It worked in the vault.
Relay what you see, but stay out of sight until we're in position.
Roger that.
Jeez.
That's a lot of blood.
Step aside. I'm curious. What research could be of such value to the Emperor? Tell me everything about Project Necromancer.
Cut away.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, he's trying to get some. He's an imperial. Like,
Yeah.
He's trying to get any leg up he can to save his own skin. It's not an inaccurate depiction.
I have a visual on Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair. I might be able to free them if you give me a big enough distraction.
Echo with
That
his
dude's
squad.
gonna wreck all of them.
Oh, they gotta fight these fuckers.
Whoa.
It's a labyrinth.
Ugh.
Oh.
Jeez.
Essentially, it's a lightsaber.
It's something like that.
Shit.
Ooh, it's got Zillow Beast armor.
Oh, there's Hemlock. Douche.
Well, Wrecker's open. Dioxis.
This has been very enlightening.
You never understood the complexities of cloning.
Transferring the.
If this is as vital as Hemlock said, the Empire should be willing to give me anything to get it back.
Yep, true Imperial.
Yeah, this is exactly classic like literature imperial right here.
She was holding the dead man switch, my guy.
What a great end to that sleazy ass fucking character. Just die with all the research, being a fucking idiot.
Oh, Echo, no.
Break that fucker's neck.
Wait, we got a helmet off.
Yeah.
That's tech. I'm telling you right now, that looks like tech.
The goggles.
That's it. Wake these fuckers up. Okay, cool.
Okay, good.
Fight your clone guy.
Scorch, no!
Fuck you, Scorch. You've been a dick this entire time. You're not the Scorch I remember. You fuck.
Ooh,
that's gonna hurt.
Take off their helmets.
All right, I want Scorch to be executed. Yes. Oh, get that fucker!
Yes.
What a shot!
Oh my God, Echo's ruthless.
Well, I hope that wasn't tech.
No, this one is.
I don't think that it's original tech. I think
maybe he's dead. Maybe.
Take off the helmet. Show who he is.
I think they are right here.
We're not gonna see.
He's just dead. Okay.
Oh, they took his hand.
We keep looking into this. We keep overlooking into all these. Succession, which I don't think is gonna happen.
Look at that.
No.
Oh my God.
Well, shit.
Oh my gosh, my heart's racing.
This is like you know what I'm talking. You know what I'm thinking of? This is like a fucking the one cinematic.
Oh, from Knights of the Old Republic.
Okay, it's one of these.
Crosshair.
Yes! Kill that fucker!
Wait,
kill that piece of shit, Scorch!
No,
bye, fucker!
no.
Bye! Get the fuck out of here!
You need me alive.
Damn.
Crosshair's got the
Well,
shot.
he has no hand. His hand's not shaking.
He's got the shot.
If I go over, you go over. Shoot the binders. I can't. They're too close.
You can.
She knows what to do, Crosshair. Wait for her, then take the shot.
Let's say, yeah, she's in charge. She's in charge now.
Yes! No mercy.
Wait, no body though.
Yeah, brother. It's just like, no, I'm sure. I'm just seeing things apparently.
Well, Tarkin's supposed to be there.
Oh, Tarkin is coming.
We're gonna get like 6.
Yeah, there wasn't as like a huge amount of them here, if we're being honest.
They're going back to Pabu now. And they all lived happily ever after.
See, this is getting tied up in a weird way.
Yeah, there
nice
it is.
call, Jack.
Good call,
Star
Jack.
Destroyer with flanked by two
I forgot that this
Venators.
thing looks like this from up top. Oh, these are. Oh, wait. These are Imperial ones.
They're
these aren't Venators. These aren't Venators.
They're Star Destroyer.
Venators.
That's okay. That's the first appearance.
Uh-huh.
I have completed my assessment. Various wings
Brag.
of the base sustained heavy damage.
Was any of his research salvageable?
No.
Shutter this facility indefinitely and redistribute all funding to Project Stardust.
See, told you it was nothing massive to the sequel.
Something's here. Like, there's been so much mystery around the vault. Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, look at that shit. Come on, we're about to go into the more further into Imperial shit again. Like, we have to go to like.
Batcher.
I was like 90% positive we were never gonna see Batcher again.
Yeah.
We're finally safe.
And so are you.
There goes Echo.
What a badass. Knew he was surviving this shit.
We've all fought enough battles for one lifetime. Now we get to choose who we want to be.
Like what?
Whatever we want, kid.
He doesn't even have a hand.
Yeah, I think they're just wrapping up these 4.
I totally forgot that he got his hand chopped off.
Yeah. Did he actually get his hand chopped off?
Yeah,
look.
Look, they didn't show it, and then they just cut to the next thing. So.
Batcher replaces Echo, or not Echo. Tech.
Something's coming up. Like, there's gonna be something else.
Okay.
Yes.
Camino.
It's Camino. I think. No, that's still what's it called, right?
No, that's got water around it.
That's
like
a weird little circle thing.
that's
What is this?
Yeah, this is Pablo, I think. Who are you?
the pirate lady.
No.
Not V.
No.
It's a mega years later.
Oh my God, it is. Yeah, there she is. Oh my
she
God,
is.
she's so old.
Thought you could just sneak off.
Time hasn't dulled all my senses.
Okay, he's old as hell.
Oh my god.
He looks like a pirate.
The rebellion needs pilots now more than ever.
When is this?
I want to do more.
And we want to keep you safe.
I'm not a kid anymore. You don't have to worry about me.
You're our kid, Omega. You always will be.
You've all fought enough. This, it's my fight. Keep an eye on Wrecker and Crosshair while I'm gone.
It's like the ghost looking, or like the
It does
Phantom.
look like the Phantom.
He looks like the Phantom. It's like a different model or something of the Phantom.
I mean, she knows Hera.
If you ever need us, we'll be there.
Gonky!
Oh no! Don't do that to me.
Why would you do that? Oops.
So we got it right. Pabu was out of the way enough that that you could chill there for a long time and stay
Yeah.
clear of the Empire. So that's like the
Aw.
Generso
They gave her
idea.
a collar.
Oh, Batcher's moving like he's old.
He is old.
Interesting. So the show ended up being significantly more like not casual isn't the word, but like kind of more like very contained, which I'm not against in a lot of ways. But I think a lot of people for much of the seasons always thought it would like evolve into like something a bit more. But I'm not. I think now that we've got it all, like I think that's a very cohesive, satisfying. Like I don't know, like the time jump is cool.
I think that Omega's gonna be a part of the next show. Like I think it's gonna be a rebellion-based show with Omega and probably some other.
Well, we have now two options. Well, it depends. I don't know how long. How long do we think that is?
Probably like 10 years or so.
To me, I struggle with that because I'm like, okay, I don't know if Omega would have chilled that long. But otherwise, like, I'm not gonna nitpick that much.
When is Skeleton Crew supposed to take place?
I don't know, like years after, like after the war. I don't know. I guess this could be like around like when Rebels started up. Maybe?
I think it's about the time in which, if it's been 10 years, then yeah, I'd say about like.
How old was Omega? Like around like 14 now.
14.
Okay.
She said the rebellion.
Yes.
There was no rebel alliance yet until the end of, like a true alliance until the end of Rebels.
Well, there were just all sorts of different, like,
There were
basic
rebel
factions.
cells,
I mean, like
but-
I mean, the lore is kind of all over the place a little bit, but like the basic idea is that there's tons of cells that they only kind of start to overly work together towards like the end of like the mid movie period, obviously.
Yeah.
Like obviously we only have like the more unified one, like which basically is that like Yavin and shit. Like we get that like in like the last season of like Rebels, which is what like 2 years.
Yeah.
Before like A New Hope, so
I'd say it's either right before A New Hope or right before like the end of New Hope or right at like maybe like right before Empire.
I'm very curious on like what they wrapped it up basically. They besides
I'm thinking it's right before.
I mean, there's if the sequel show is going to be related to Bad Batch, which it may or may not be entirely, or like the sequel show is not even the right word. Whatever the next animated show they produce is going to be related to Bad Batch. They basically left two options here. They left either adult Omega in the rebellion, which I'm not against, and that could be a way of like doing like a. You remember like the original idea for the Clone Wars, like before, like it wasn't originally gonna like be mostly focused on like Anakin and like Ahsoka and Obi-Wan. That only like kind of evolved as they went on, and they were like, oh no, we're actually gonna let you use the main guys. Like it was gonna be more bouncing around.
Yeah.
Like you could do that, like with an Omega type character, like with the Rebellion. Like so, you don't have like a Luke Skywalker like in the Rebellion be your main character, but like maybe occasionally he pops up.
Yeah.
Like maybe occasionally runs into Han Solo. Maybe occasionally runs into the Rebel crew. Like there's things like that you can do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the only other option is you still can do a Echo and Emery went off to wherever Rex is. So there's still that level here. Basically, what they've said is that whatever happened with the clones, because there's still obviously more that has not been settled here. There's still clones in the damn Empire at this point. The show ended with clones still in the Empire, which is very fascinating. Actually, we did not get the full transition in the show, which I thought I thought that was almost a guarantee, honestly, and that did not come to happen. So, I honestly don't think the Omega show is very likely.
I feel like if you do a Rex show, it can't be too much more because, like, Rex has to go into hiding soon.
Not necessarily. Like,
I mean, Rebels takes place, like,
we don't really know when the period of when the clones finally like get out. Although I'm honestly like willing to like not even count that. Like that weird line. I hate how Rex shows up kind of in the Rebels, given like the additional lore they've given, because there's no reason now like that like the Empire would ever have allowed like Rex to just chill like on the AT-AT like after what we've seen him do for like the past 3 seasons of the show. Like, and they know it's Rex, like kind of like I think they do at least. Maybe he's been that good. He could be, but like I would imagine like by the end of this they will figure out that Rex was kind of fucking with our shit.
They don't know it's Rex because when Wolf found him, he was like, Rex? I thought you were dead.
Well, I mean, I guess like I don't know, maybe like higher ups for like or like ISB would like know. Like I don't know, just again they don't always think this stuff like overly.
Maybe he'll fake his death, and we'll see something in Tales of the Empire that would kind of conclude.
Again,
that.
I'm trying to do the math in my mind based off. I know we're not even talking about this finale right now, but I'm just trying to do the math based on like the because again, it takes money in like in development time to create the models for like this type of animation style, and it's expensive too. Like to make an Asajj Ventress model is an expensive, like time-consuming like task to update and create something new. So I'm trying to think of like what was in this season and what will potentially be in like. The next couple. I'm assuming we're going to an Empire thing because we have so many Empire assets now. Like over the course of the 3 seasons of Bad Batch and over what we're about to get in Tales of the Empire, they are going to have produced like so many.
They also have Stormtrooper assets from the end of Clone Wars.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That as well. The Darth Vader assets that we're seeing like unveiled in the 3 days basically in its full glory. So I'm pretty sure whatever we're gonna get is gonna be much more like whether it's gonna be like I'm honestly hoping it's in between like either 4 or 5 or 5 or 6. That's what I think would be like a nice sweet spot that we haven't explored a lot. We have comics, but they don't give. Let's be real about the comics. They are very much they're canon until something more important comes along that decides they're not. Like that's how Lucasfilm is treating them. Yeah. So like you can like the comics and you can like say they're canon, but just know that your canon that you're like following might get like tossed out the window. Like in like they're wipe their ass with it, and like a producer will wipe their ass with that comic book in like seconds. So I don't know.
Which I'm fine with. Like if they want to expand upon
I'm fine with that as well. Like I don't really like not all the Disney era comics are great. So like a couple like the Vader comic and like Dr. Aphra are good, but
Maul was good.
Maul's good. There's a couple like kind of shorter things that have like more specific runs, but like there's a lot of runs that are like just what
anything that
what Han and
about
friends
the sequels.
Yeah, what Luke and none of the sequels.
Luke and friends.
No, they have some comics that are like in between like the movies, and none of them are particularly good.
I like the Luke ones.
They're like when are they set? Which ones?
Like after 5, when he's like discovering more.
That one is fine. I'm talking about. I think there's, if I remember correctly, there is some Disney comics like between 4 and 5 that are not very, where it's like doing like original trilogy pals like stories, and it's just like it's just kind of like nothing.
Han with his ex.
Yeah,
it's just kind of like a lot of nothing.
Well, the Luke stuff
which
is
again,
good.
4 and 5 is weird. Again, but that's 4 and 5 is weird because Luke doesn't really develop as a Jedi at all. Like between those. Like
I'm honestly
like not massively at least.
I'm honestly very surprised that none of the Bad Batch died. Like I thought at least one of them would. So. Especially after like
I thought you'd get Wrecker dying.
I thought Wrecker was gonna die.
Yeah, I mean they did tease that quite a bit.
So I mean I took a few notes.
What you got?
So
yeah, let's talk about
the first note I took is Wrecker's gonna die. Wrecker's hurt. He's probably gonna die. The Zillo Beast wreaks
he
havoc.
just wandered off into the woods.
Yeah, so Tantus is now guarded by a Zillo Beast.
Why did we assume Bad Batch was gonna be so brutal? I don't understand.
Because it was supposed to be the end of the Clone era, the Clone Wars era, and there's some pretty brutal arcs in Clone Wars.
Yeah. I mean, true, but nothing like overly happens to like main characters.
I put Omega's gonna get all the kids killed. It's all Omega's fault. I was wrong.
She nailed that.
I loved Confident Omega.
I thought
that was the
Wrecker
best part of the season.
was not going to make it into Tantus. Like he would die on the way to Tantus.
You had some bad predictions here.
I was wrong. Tarkin to Tantus.
That was really cool.
Question mark was like why, and now we know why. Echo taking the lead. We get our little clone rebellion there.
Echo and his own squad was so cool.
Rampart's not trustworthy. We got to see I think that was
Rampart, that's an all-time.
That is the best death. It's like shit.
And what's her name did? And what's I knew
Nalase.
Nalase was about to do some sacrificial shit. Like, cause she did that. Like Nalase, weirdly enough, did feel like some form of like guilt.
Oh yeah.
And also, and it was a mixture of guilt and then almost like Kamino and like pride for like what they did to her, like people and shit. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that you do not use like any of like what we had.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Project Necromancer's dead. As far as we know,
They never
It's
even.
crazy that we never once had to see
And it
what
doesn't,
was
and none of it
involved.
matters either. Like they did all that stuff. It is weird because like none of what was happening in there matters at all. Like none of the research is saved. Like we don't like that vault is. I guess there's still that vault with a bunch of shit in it that we never saw. Like
Yeah,
which I'm like.
what the fuck was that?
So there are weird like little annoyances I have about things this season. Like they kind of alluded to things that were like bigger than anything they actually like revealed. Like in this season, you know what I mean? Like even like the idea of what they like started the second episode with, like the Slither Vines, like the idea that the Empire had all this like crazy shit. Like they didn't go into that like at all, really. So as much as I like very much have liked the season, and I kind of liked the slower pace in a way because it was like really focusing on like the Bad Batch as a group and their interactions instead of like.
I thought it was focusing on their demise.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't need the Bad Batch to like die. If like to,
I just
like,
want one of them to die.
I mean, it would have been like
that.
No.
My thing was like, there's no point of like Crosshair dying because he already completed like his arc,
Rehabilitation.
and there's like, and it's like it would have been too separated from like his actual arc of him like redeeming himself.
Hunter should have died.
I guess Hunter could have died, but what's the point? Hunter didn't even get much character to be.
Or as
I honestly think
Julian
Hunter did
calls
not
it,
get a lot of
Lambo.
character for the last 2 seasons. So
This is the leader.
yeah, he's just kind of like very bland a lot of the time. Like Hunter is kind of the weakest character. A lot. Even Tech, like who was kind of the weakest character in season 1, like became a really really strong character in season 2. Wrecker's always been actually rather strong. Crosshair's always been strong. Omega, who steadily improved across the entirety of the show.
Omega had
Omega never annoyed. Yeah, she never annoyed me as much as she annoyed a lot of other people.
Yeah, me
because
either.
I was like, she is a clone who was like been on like a metal. like who lived in like a metal box, like on water, on like a rain planet. There's no sun. It's like
okay, so really? I didn't see the point of Omega in the first season, like, and then going into the second season, I understood it a little bit more, and then the third season, like with the whole midichlorian thing, which Jack, I'm happy that you got that set in the one episode.
And they didn't make her like she's force sensitive, and they didn't do like a force arc with her, which she didn't need, like because like she was confident in her own right, like.
I think that was the point of the arc, though, that she didn't need the Force.
Yeah.
But then I put the last thing is Omega joins the rebellion, so we'll see what.
That's cool. I like that ending for Omega, at least from. I'm sure we're going to either. Again, that ending is setting her up to where she can get her novels or her comics, or which I'm fine. Like I like Omega. We should get more Omega. I would like Omega in the weird Mando period, honestly, as a live action character, because I think it's a missed opportunity to have like some. Yeah. I don't know what. Yeah. I don't know what story you tell, but like it does seem weird that you would never like have Omega like ever cross paths with like Boba Fett. So like if you do end up doing a Book of Boba Fett season 2, which I don't really want, and I don't think it's like I don't think
Book of Omega.
Yeah, like that would be a story that would at least be more unique than like what they did in the first season. You know what I mean? Like that could be cool. Like in very old, like Omega and like Boba meeting much later in their lives and just fully realizing it like after.
Maybe we'll get that in the Tales of the Clones.
I don't know. Boba Fett's already in such a weird place as a character, though, because I don't say what you want about Book of Boba Fett, but they do not end like Boba Fett. Like where that character ends up doesn't really like make a lot of like sense.
when I thought that they were going to be doing a Book of Boba Fett 2, I thought it was going to be more like he was going to be a Lone Ranger type, going to different planets and freeing people. I never thought that he was going to stay on Tatooine if they did a second book. because everyone's sick and tired of Tatooine. So if they ever did a book of Boba Fett 2,
I need to be the mayor of this town for some reason. I'm not going to do anything or helpful.
He's not even the mayor. He's the daimyo.
The daimyo, which is also like not. Like,
he's just a mafioso.
But he doesn't do anything. Like I just hate the. I don't hate it, but like I just need Boba Fett to be more
Boba Fett.
I need Boba Fett to not be like. He needs to be like an. Like, they made him to, like, anti-hero, which is, like, Boba Fett's not, like, a hero. He's just kind of, like, he's not evil either, though. Like, he's just very much, he's a very, like, morally neutral, like, doesn't even give you the vibe of what he did. Like, he has, like, a soft spot. Like, a lot of the literature and stuff that has done Boba Fett better, like, Boba Fett does have, like, a code of like in certain things that he won't do.
In Legends continuity, too, Kamino is still an active planet, and they actually use Boba's sample to recreate the clone army. Give me that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know
or at least like explore, or at least like you can do a thing like for you do like a book of Boba Fett's. I mean, you could do like a book of Boba Fett
if it was an animated show.
You could do like a book of Boba Fett season 2 if you wanted to introduce some like new faction that like could come and go like in like the in between period of like the originals and sequels that almost like wants to like do another clone army.
How would you do the
use
Bad
like
Batch?
The original like one of the other one that from back in the Clone Wars that was like really really good. We haven't asked. We have this guy right here. You could do the same thing. Like you can do a Jango, because Boba's is just an unaltered like clone. His tech can be used. That's what the whole point of like Omega's story in the first season, before like they even knew anything about the force sensitivity bullshit, is they just wanted her because she had like pure DNA, which they like in which so they could recreate the army. Obviously, I don't know. What else about this episode though? Hunter lost his hand.
No, that was Crosshair.
Crosshair lost his hand.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about shaking anymore.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah.
We didn't see a prosthetic.
It's been 20 years. I'm sure he got a new
We didn't
hand.
see one. Maybe he's got a claw. You didn't see it.
They give Crosshair a scomp link as well.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, man.
Do we like that the Bad Batch just decides to
retire?
To retire? Like, how do we feel about it? I'm not against that
I think
idea.
it fits them.
I mean, they were getting close to it at the end of season 2.
I just wanted to see him one more die.
Okay, besides that though, besides like just like where we.
Okay.
I don't like
is it within character? I mean, with Crosshair losing his hand, I guess that would like go to it, like to, you know, that would like be.
I don't think any of them wanted to fight anymore. I think that they.
I mean, they got close before Omega was taken. That was literally what they decided to do.
They were like, we're going to Pabu. We're going to retire.
Or at least that's what Crosshair. That's what. I mean, Omega's. I mean, Echo has always been that he was going to fight, which is very much within like Echo's character.
Like, Echo has a story still.
That's what I'm saying. Echo, and that's why I'm like, I know there's going to be books or comics or potentially like a show at some point that will like flesh that out. Like I'm almost sure of that. Echo will have a horribly tragic death at some point. But again, like it needs to be further down the lane. Like he's just come back in the grand like scheme of like what stories are possible with this character.
I love that they finally did the dress up as a stormtrooper vibe.
Yeah, they did.
Finally did it. I love that Echo finally got a hand. I've been asking for that for 3 seasons, and he still could use his scomp link.
Clone X was nobody.
Very disappointed about that.
Like, I don't know.
I wanted closure.
So what happened? So okay.
So Cody just
I know.
died.
Okay, I know. I've seen. Was it ever confirmed that Cody was like in?
No.
Or was that just like was that like a thing that someone said like it might be? Okay. Because I don't know. In my mind, I had somehow like I think, and I don't think I ever like put this across like on video or anything, but like. I think I thought that like it was like a confirmed thing that like someone in like had done the breakdowns and like had figured out that it was Cody. I think he literally just went AWOL. Like Cody had just never been like been taken by the Empire. Like even after that, I don't think they took him like after he like didn't listen. I think he literally went AWOL.
Now that this is all out,
I think everyone misconstrued that
have
episode.
to go back and binge watch all of it to really digest all of it.
Yeah, like
to find.
There are a lot of threads that opened in this show that were just fucking not closed. Like, which I'm not like against because it can lead into other stories. But like the show didn't wrap up a lot of its ideas that it introduced.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, Christian, how would you rate Bad Batch as a series?
I don't know. Jack, go first.
Give it like an 8. I don't think it was perfect, but I think it was very enjoyable to watch. I think that our reactions where we're like jumping out of our seat and like praising like yeah, like I think that gives it a good it's a good show. I wouldn't say
season 1 had its quirks, I would say is the best word for it. Season 2 like really almost like takes a massive leap up in quality, and like it almost takes on like a little bit of some like they take on some like aesthetic Andor vibes from like the Empire, which I really appreciate. That like the cartoon of all things decided we should incorporate some of these popular ideas from like this really well received show about the Empire like into our Empire, and like they did that very well. Like Bad Batch to me like it feel like the Empire and the Bad Batch just felt like the Empire more like from Andor, which is like the most evil version of the Empire we've seen, more than like most other things that have been produced like with the Empire as of late. So
Rogue One's a
similar thing as well. Rogue One and Andor are kind of like I get what you're saying. Like they're the same like piece of. That's what I'm talking about. Like that same piece of that little corner of Andor and like Rogue One are the only two pieces of like Star Wars media that are like that are like kind of lean more into the political and warness of it than a lot of the other ones do. And Bad Batch, weirdly enough, would touch upon that like a lot of the time, which I really appreciate. So
what would you give it rating wise?
It's like between a 7.5 and like an 8, I would say, for the entire show. Season 2 was my favorite. Season 2, like the high points, like some like the Zillow Beast episode in season 2, specifically the Mayday episode where Crosshair like turns, the arc with like the Emperor like pulling the strings of the Senate and basically like tricking the Bad Batch into like basically like doing his bidding for him and basically like helping him out in like a prequels like become Chancellor type way, like it's like or become like they given the powers when like the Jar Jar thing, like that was like if we actually got to watch like him do that, like the behind the scenes like maneuverings for that like from the prequels, but like over the course of 2 episodes. Like
imagine Project Necromancer is a force sensitive Jar Jar Binks.
There you go.
Heard it here first. There's your hot take. Project Necromancer
Jordan,
is a force sensitive Jar Jar Binks. I'm with Christian, about a 7.5. I think season 3 really elevated it for me.
2 and 3 I really like a lot. 1 is like a Rebels quality, like early Rebels maybe. Like,
I liked aspects of it, but I didn't hate. Like I liked some of it because you get a couple of the, hey, we're still in the Clone Wars era.
Yeah, the first one's
season 2.
The first one's slightly unfocused.
It's them trying to figure out, they've figured out where they stand, and then season 3 we're at now, where we're full swing Empire now, and. I don't know.
Actually, to be fair, they even start off the season like the first time we see like Wrecker and Crosshair and Hunter, like it's like their armor's obviously been different and they look like they've been through hell. So I guess if you like really do like the context of like this entire season, I think them are like throwing in the towel. Not throwing in the towel. That's not the right word. Retiring or like putting the guns. I think it does make sense, especially with how many times they had to like protect Omega and like get her back and shit like that. So.
And then she runs away in the end anyhow.
Yeah, and they kind of like tied up all the loose ends that they specifically were dealing with, like related to their story. Like obviously Echo still feels like a greater responsibility to like other regs and stuff, but they tied up like Tantus and like the clones that they like had interacted with like quite well. So I think like their part that they felt was like their part in the story was kind of complete at that point. And a few of them, like maybe Wrecker was like really, really fucked up from like that fight. And then it's not like in fighting shape after that. I mean, Crosshair obviously.
He's a sniper.
Crosshair's a sniper with one hand now. So like,
Rich, what was your? What would you say?
I was just about to ask him.
Yeah, he hasn't talked to me.
Obviously, I don't have a camera today, but I was really happy with it. I'd probably give it an 8. I thought they did their own thing. I was worried in the beginning it was going to be like just like the side missions A-team crap. And it wasn't. It tied into the universe and it really revealed things that were going on. Somebody said something about Omega. I was worried what they were doing with Omega. And then she became like really the genesis for all the changes to them. And they all changed because of her. And then I think when they did season 2, if you just consider Crosshair's arc, it's a 9.
Yeah,
Crosshair alone is a 9 by himself, especially when he has to be with Omega and the Mayday episode. I mean,
yeah, there are a few like very, very
like you could
really
say
good
if you
arcs.
just Crosshair's arc is a 9.
Even just the way they like
easily.
even the way they actually like, there were certain episodes where it like felt like you were reading like a Star Wars book.
Yeah,
like that, and with the way they would play with like certain side characters, like Bad Batch made like the Emperor's like side guy, whatever his name is, the blue guy. It's like that
What's
guy.
the patch on Omega's shoulder when we saw her in that jacket at the last scene? Was that anything?
I'll have to go back and watch.
It was a red and black like patch on her left.
That might just represent the badge.
Was it
Crosshair thing?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure.
I mean,
I'll
the
go back
Bad
and find
Batch's
out.
colors were red and black.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
that.
wondering if it was just something I didn't notice. It looked familiar, but maybe I'm wrong. So
Yeah, I'll have to go back.
I just thought it was like a bomber jacket style kind of thing. And
We like Omega's adult look.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. I think it matches per vibe. So,
I think there's a lot still left to really unravel with all of this, and it left more to be desired. Like you said, cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Going into this, you even said it's going to end on a cliffhanger kind of thing, and I think that's kind of what it did.
and weirdly enough, like, I thought they would use the Batch as like more of a vehicle to like tell the story of like the early Empire more, but instead it's kind of they did like a reverse, and like it's more of like what the Bad Batch's like role and like place in like the universe is like after the Empire falling. So we don't get to like really see like the turnings. Like we get occasional looks in here and there, but I think we thought that this would be more of like we would just the show would be slowly see like the true like outroll of the Empire, and we get stuff like that because obviously even like the Senate episode the episode that we're talking about represents like a massive like step in like power grab, like even more power grabbing that he does, like even after he's literally like he has like, and that's why it was the Emperor. So yeah, exactly. That's why I loved like even the political side of this show, where they were smart enough to realize that the Emperor would not seize all power like immediately, like even after he like killed all the Jedi and was literally the Emperor of the galaxy, ended the war. He's still like basically, I mean, behind the scenes he was doing everything he wanted, but like in the public sense, he was not like as authoritarian as we see him like by the time the movies get there. Like he slowly bleeds it in, which is a very realistic, scary thing that happens in real life. And they're like, and he just used it to grab power like 2 years after, like from what we as fans thought that he seized all the power in the world, and like the Emperor was evil enough and patient enough to wait even longer, like to manipulate everyone. So that's what like this show has the ability to do something like that, which is like very impressive. That's all I can say.
Anything else?
Last question I'll put: is this show better than which is better actually, Rebels or Bad Batch?
I'd say Bad Batch.
What's everyone's preference?
I'd say Bad Batch is better than season 1 and 2 of Rebels, not the last 2 seasons of Rebels.
Jordan?
I'm with Jack. I was just about to say almost the exact same thing. I think it depends on what you're talking about. In regard, like I think
season 4
if you say
of Rebels
season one for season 1,
maybe better than anything.
I'm saying Bad Batch is better. But if you're gonna take the whole story of both, I think it's pretty balanced. It's because it hits on different points. Mm-hmm. So but yeah, like
I think the scale of Rebels is almost a little bit bigger than Bad Batch.
It is.
Yeah. So that's an interesting like I don't know. I'm trying to think of my own
Rebels has
mind.
a bigger impact on the entire Star Wars universe because
Yeah.
you've got so many other main characters' appearances and stuff like that. It was Ahsoka and everything. So
I think they come across as
because of
basically
that. I
similar
think
quality.
Rebels is probably. Although there are some like weak seasons of Rebels, overall Rebels is significant.
I think there are like some Bad Batch episodes that are.
Than Bad Batch.
I think there are like probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 Bad Batch episodes that might be better than like maybe any Rebels episode. Maybe not that many. Maybe like 2 or 3. Like I think
There's
like
some those last season, those last episodes.
But
of
yeah, I'm
Rebels
like,
are-
but there's that last stretch of like
they're just
again. See, but I'm saying
entertaining
season
and everything.
4 of Rebels though is potentially like better than like I think it's probably better than any 3 Bad Batch seasons. I think if I'm season 2 of Bad Batch, if I had to like rank all 7 of these seasons here, would probably be after that. And I don't know. But yeah, I would say was the start of this with Bad Batch better than the start of Rebels?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I think that's a preference thing, honestly. Some people are going to pick it just on the art style alone, honestly. Like, because a lot of people just, as much as there are people that love Rebels that just don't rock with the art style that much. So
I think we're gonna have to do a podcast on this.
Absolutely.
100%. Well, guys, thanks for watching. This is the end of the Clone Wars era. It breaks my heart a little
Sad.
bit, but you know, we have some immediate Star Wars stuff coming up that we get to look forward to with Tales of the Empire. So check back for our reactions to that. And as always, may the Force be with you. And thanks for watching.
Actually, quickly, tell us what you think. Take a guess on what you think the next cartoon or next Star Wars cartoon will be, like the setting wise or time period.
Outside of shorts.
You're not counting like the Tales of the blank, whatever they're gonna do, because the Tales of the Rebellion will be next. So
Yeah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Have a great day.
Bye.